It's the silence, followed by the noise. It's the welcoming brew around the table.
And the pounding adrenaline of your first call out.
From a plume of water bursting from the ground,
to being soaked in sweat from the heat.
It's successfully planning an event at short notice, and the pride of pulling on a shirt for the first time.
Today, it's the panic on people's faces.
Tomorrow, it's the support from the communities we serve.
It's feeling anxious about starting a new role, only to be supported and inspired by amazing colleagues.
It's comforting families who've lost loved ones.
And heartfelt thanks from those we have saved.
It's the gravity of shutting down an unsafe business to turning around the lives of vulnerable people.
It's the driving grotto that makes Christmas that little bit brighter.
And the humour that gets you through stressful times.
From training that pushes you to your limits.
Making positive changes and challenging the status quo.
It's feeling excited, included and exhilarated.
Yet having the space to feel vulnerable and exhausted too.
It's the memories that stick with you for life, the good ones and the bad.
It's a great feeling, serving your community.
It's great to be part of something bigger than yourself.
And it's great that no day is the same.
It's all of these things that make us who we are.
It's all these things that make us Nottinghamshire Fire and Rescue Service.
This is me.
This is us. And
this is our story.
Proud to be rated good by HMIC FRS.
Good morning and welcome to the 2025 AGM for the Fire Authority. I'm Malcolm Townrow, I'm the Clerk, Solicitor and Monitoring Officer for the Authority, and it falls on me as the first item on the agenda to call for nominations for appointment of Chair. So could I have nominations for Chair, please? Councillor Ali?
Can I nominate Councillor Audrey Winters?
Thank you. Is that seconded?
Okay, I second that.
Thank you very much. Are there any other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Councillor Vernon, please.
Thank you, Councillor Savage.
I'd like to second Councillor Vernon, please.
Thank you, Councillor Luca. I was asked before the meeting if candidates for chair could make a short statement. I've consulted with the previous chair and I've agreed that you can have 2.5 minutes to make a statement. Would you like to go first, Councillor Vernon?
Since meeting and discussion about the legal points earlier, we decided to shelve that. It's been noted by yourself, and we appreciate the chat on that. What I would like to say before we start to everybody in the room, that on behalf of Reform UK, from me personally, I'd like to express our deepest and most sincere condolences to the fire service as a whole. Our hearts do go out to the family and friends who are mourning, whose recent tragic loss of 2 firefighters, and those firefighters' families will have been deeply affected. It's a sobering reminder to us all who sit here that on these fire authority panels of what we expect our blue light services to do every day. As an ex-soldier, I can assure you I appreciate it. Every day they run towards danger. So our condolences to those families, please. Just briefly then on myself, I've got an extensive background in police and military training worldwide. Everything from bomb disposal to high-risk search and explosives. And I've sat on numerous committees and standards bodies at the United Nations in Geneva, in America, with the various transport security agencies, the US Customs, etc. So I feel, from that point of view, and my background in sitting on other committees that deal with blue light services, I believe that I can lead this team well, and I'd like to put my name forward for chair.
Thank you very much, Councillor Vernon.
Thank you.
Councillor Winter, would you like to make an address?
Thank you, and I think it's just to echo Councillor Vernon's sentiments about the tragedy of the loss of the 2 firefighters and the 2 firefighters that have had life-changing injuries, should I say, and also the victim. And those our thoughts go out to the families and actually the fire service. To receive that call that time was really heartfelt and saddening. So my thoughts go out to the families. I'd also like to say thank you to my colleagues for my nomination and continued confidence and supporting me as chair. You know, when I was elected 2019, I actually had a number of positions within the City Council Audit Committee, executive member and deputy leader, with experience in finance and governance and HR. And I think those are key areas that I've supported the fire service in last year. I think I was humbled last year because, you know, for the past year we actually were very proud to have achieved 10 out of the 11 areas of improvement from Her Majesty's Inspectorate and actually ranked second nationally. We were named Emergency Fire Service of the Year, and actually so to be the best performing fire service in England is actually something that we're all proud of, exceeding the Home Office efficiencies, and actually our staff engagement last year has actually really grown. And I think, you know, we also have to recognise, whilst, you know, we're a blue light service and we're actually there to respond and protect, we also support the vulnerable in their homes and did over 15,000 engagements for safe and well checks last year. I think looking forward, I think it's just to continue to actually increase our diversity and workforce. We want to work towards becoming outstanding and achieve actually opening, refurbishing a new fire station at Stocking Lane, and work closely with our partners, councillors and officers. I actually also have to thank our fire officers and staff for the extraordinary work they do. They go up and beyond what is expected of them, and for that reason I actually want to continue as chair of this fire service. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Winter. We will now move to the vote. So, all those in favour of Councillor Winter, would they raise their hands, please?
Does that include me?
Yes. Those against? Any abstentions? That's carried then, Councillor Winter. You have 11 votes. If you would like to take the chair. Thank you for all who supported me as chair, but also I want to work with every member of this fire authority to continue with the immense work that we've been doing over the past few years and continue into 25-26. We'll move on to item 2, which is appointment of vice chair, and with the current standing orders, the vice chair has to come from the county. So can we put 4 nominations? Thank you.
Thank you. It gives me great pleasure in nominating Mike Adams as the vice chairman.
Do you have a second then?
Thank you, Madam Chairman, and I'm very happy to second that nomination.
Any other nominations?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'd like to nominate Councillor Vernon as vice chair.
Is that seconded?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'd like to second Councillor Vernon as chair, vice chair.
So could we move to the vote, please? So could we have hands in favour of Mike Adams? That 10 votes, sorry, that's carried. So Mike, you're actually appointed vice chair. So we move on to item 3. Any apologies for absence?
No, we have one apology today from Councillor Cox.
Yes. Yes, Councillor Terry Cox.
Thank you. And we move on to item 4. Any declarations of interest for this meeting? If we can confirm the minutes of the meeting of the 28th of February 2020.
Unfortunately, the minutes haven't finally been completed yet, so they'll be brought to the next meeting of the authority for confirmation.
Both myself and Councillor Vernon spoke about the tragic incident in Oxford, so I think what we actually want to do is actually pay respects by having a minute's silence, please.
Thank you. We're going to move to item 7, membership of the authority appointments of committees.
Thank you, Chair. So this is the report that I bring every year to deal with the appointments by the City and County Councils following their AGMs, to deal with the proposed meeting structure and committee structure for the year going forward, to look at the appointments to committees and to appoint some of the chairs at this meeting, and to also make appointments to the Strategic Inclusion Board and Pensions Board, and for the assistance of members, the terms of reference for the Fire Authority are appended to this report. But what I would say to you is that we are looking at governance issues going forward, and it's likely that a revised version will be brought to you in due course. So the first item I'd like to talk about are the appointments by the City Council, which are listed in 2.1 of the report. I can report that Councillor Nick Rain has been replaced for today only by Councillor Naya Patel. And in relation to the County Council appointments, I can report that Councillor Simon Wright has been replaced by Councillor Wendy Lukacs. The committee structure has been established now for a while, and at this meeting we look to make the appointments to the relevant committees on the basis of the table set out on page 7 of the report. So what I would like to do on a committee by committee basis is to go through it with you and seek nominations where it's appropriate to do so. Prior to the meeting, I've already had some nominations put to me, but I would like to check those off with the group leaders, please. So first of all, in terms of the Policy and Strategy Committee, the Chair of the Authority takes the place. That takes up one Labour place. And the second Labour place, Councillor Battlemush? Yeah. Correct? I've been notified that the Conservative group place will be Councillor Adams.
Richard Butler.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sorry, just double check, is that on the committee?
Yes.
Yes, sorry, that's on the right side.
Thank you. Yeah. And for the Reform group, I'm looking for 3 nominations. Councillor Vernon, please.
My colleagues have the list.
Yeah, so do you want all the 3 names from me? Or?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. Councillor David Clark.
Thank you.
Jodie Stoll and Kevin Dale.
Thank you very much. And for that committee, the Chair of the Fire and Rescue Authority acts as Chair, so there's no appointments of Chair to be made. So then if we could move to the Human Resources Committee, could I see the 3 nominations from the Reform Group, please?
Yes. The nominations are Councillor Wendy Lukacs, Councillor Andrew McCormack and Councillor John Siemens.
Thank you. And for the Labour Group, 2 places, please?
Yes. Steve Battlemush and Naya Patel.
Thank you. And for that committee, we need to appoint the chair. So can I have nominations for chair, please?
Can I nominate Steve?
Is that seconded?
I can second.
Are there any other nominations?
I nominate John Stevens.
Is that seconded?
I second John Siemens.
Thank you. So can we have a vote on that, please? All those in favour of Councillor Battlemush? Eleven, so that's carried. Councillor Battenbush as chair. Can we then move to community? Oh, sorry. The Conservative, I've got Councillor Butler. Yeah, sorry. Community safety, could I have 3 nominations from Reform, please?
I nominate Jim Vernon. Sorry, Councillor Jim Vernon.
Thank you.
Councillor Jodie Starr and Councillor Wendy Catch.
For Labour 2, please.
No, sorry.
Can I nominate Samina Riaz, please?
So it's Councillor Riaz and Councillor Tata. And for the Conservative, I've got Councillor Butler. Okay. So can we have nominations for chair, please, for community safety? Councillor Lee.
We would like to nominate Councillor Butler.
We would like to nominate Councillor Jim Vernon.
Okay, are both those seconded?
Mike.
Yes, second, Councillor Butler.
Second. Okay.
I will second Jim Vernon.
Thank you. Can we have a vote on that, please? So all those in favour of Councillor Butler? Carried again. So that's Councillor Butler carried.
Because Councillor Butler have a nomination and it's a change, we need to nominate him as the person.
No, because you've only got one place on the committee. Moving then to finance and resources. Could I have the reform group nominations, please?
Sorry, I'd like to nominate Councillor Terry Cox, Councillor Jodie Stahl and Councillor John Siemens. Thank you.
And for Labour?
Can I nominate Councillor Clark and Councillor Ali, please?
Thank you. For the Conservatives, I've got Councillor Lee. And for the Independent, Councillor Rawl. And for you as the only Independent. Can I have nominations for Chair of Finance and Resources, please? Councillor Ali.
Can I nominate Councillor John Clough?
That's seconded.
Seconded.
Thank you. Any other nominations? No. All in favour? Can I show hands, please? Carried. Councillor Clark. Thank you. Personnel Committee. Can I have 3 nominations from Reform, please?
I'd like to nominate Councillor Siemens, Councillor Catch and Councillor McCormack.
Thank you. And for Labour, please. Councillor Stone, Councillor Battenbush. I've got Councillor Lee for the Conservatives and Councillor Rawl, the Independent. Appointments Committee. Can I have 3 nominations from Reform, please?
I'd like to nominate Councillors Kevin Dale, Andy McCormack and Terry Cox. Thank you.
Thank you. And for Labour, please. That will be, well, that's you, isn't it? For Councillor Winter and one more. Thank you.
That was Steve Battlematch.
Yeah.
Councillor Lee, I've got you as a nomination, but I need to have the Vice Chair of the authority, who would be your member, so Councillor Adams. If we could move then to appointments to the Strategic Inclusion Board, please. John, it's in paragraph 2.4.3 on page 6. I've received nominations from the Conservative group already, Councillor Adams and Councillor Butler, is that correct? Yeah. And for the Independent, I've got Councillor Rule. So I need 3 nominations from Reform, please.
I'd like to nominate Councillor Jodie Stoll, Councillor Terry Cox and Councillor Andy McCormack.
Thank you. And for leave 2 places. Thank you. Councillor Winter and Councillor Battenbush. And then for the final set of appointments in paragraph 2.4.4 on page 6 for the Pensions Board. Bev, would you like to explain a bit about the Pensions Board?
Yeah, I'm acting as scheme manager for the Pensions Board, and it's obviously that's delegated from Fire Authority to myself. So it's providing information then to the members on behalf of Fire Authority in terms of current issues in relation to the pensions and the administration of pensions to ensure that we're complying with statutory regulations and the requirements in relation to the pensions.
Yeah, so for Pensions Board we need to appoint 1 councillor member and also... Sorry, Councillor Rule, did you want to speak? No. Okay. So it's 1 councillor member and 1 substitute councillor member as well. So can I have nominations for the councillor member, please?
Councillor Rule.
Is that seconded?
Yeah.
Is that agreed?
Yeah.
Thank you. And the councillor substitute member. Can I have nominations for substitute member, please?
Councillor Clark.
Seconded.
This is just check on that because I'm already on the pensions committee.
Have you already?
So you're a pension account?
This is firefighter pension, so it's different to the GPS.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
Yes, it's okay. Is that agreed?
Yeah.
Thank you. And the officer role is undertaken by Assistant Chief Fire Officer Michael Sharman, who will continue in that role. So that completes the committee and board memberships. Not quite, just need to go through the recommendations. So could we go through the recommendations, please? So 10.1, appointments to the Fire and Rescue Authority be noted. Yeah. Can that be agreed?
Yep.
Thank you. 10.2, committee structure be approved. Can that be agreed?
Yep.
Thank you. 10.3, appointments to committees and appointments of committee chairs be made and dates of meetings be approved. Can that be agreed? Thank you. 10.4, appointments be made to the Strategic Inclusion Board and Pensions Board. Can that be agreed?
Agreed.
Thank you. And 10.5, terms of reference be noted. Can that be agreed? Thank you very much.
Thank you. And that's the end of the meeting.
Thank you very much.